Breaking news in the hunt for a suspect who allegedly shot and killed 4 Lakewood police officers over the weekend. KOMO 4 News has now confirmed overnight the suspect, Maurice Clemens, has been shot and killed. Thanks for being here this morning. I'm Mike Dardis, live in the KOMO 4 studios.
And good morning. I'm Molly Shen, live in South Seattle. Breaking news, a 2-county chase, a head-on crash, and a Seattle Times van involved. If you're just waking up with us, we have been covering some breaking news for you all morning, and you are looking live at the scene here in Seattle at Spokane Street, just near the West Seattle Bridge. You can see Seattle fire crews spraying down a boat that was on fire, and a lot of foam there on the water, because not only did we have several fires, there was some fuel on the water that was reported to be on fire. Back to the breaking news out of the Philippines, where we're watching a very dramatic situation unfold. These are live pictures now of police who have stormed a bus.
We want to get back to some breaking news we've been following this morning. An explosion, it could be felt for miles. It rocked Anacortes this morning. Take a look at this video. This is home video we got from a viewer of the blast this morning.
Hey, this is some video that just came into the newsroom of one of the airlifts landing at Harborview. Rochelle, thank you. Right now to some breaking news. We're getting calls into the newsroom about people thinking they felt an earthquake, and we can confirm for you that yes, you did.
Working for you. KOMO 4 News starts right now.
Interstate shutdown.
A 20-mile stretch of I-5 is closed near Chehalis, but there's some good news coming right up.
Roadways blocked.
This is the worst that I've seen in probably since the 1990s.
Rivers overflowing, thousands evacuated.
Look at all the logs and debris. Oh my goodness. It's a complete loss.
Homes flooded.
I'm Denise Whitaker in South Prairie. Stay tuned as we go with the homeowner inside her house for the very first time after all of this water and mud rushed in.
And everyone is praying for a reprieve.
Western Washington tries to keep its head above water. Some rivers brace for the worst flooding on record.
It's triggered mudslides and avalanches, stopped freight trains and semi-trucks in their tracks, and has kept thousands of people and their animals away from home.
Here's where things stand. A 20-mile stretch of I-5 near Chehalis is closed and will be for days. The same dike that broke 13 months ago and was supposed to be fixed is in trouble again.
Snoqualmie and White Passes are closed. Stevens Pass opened just an hour ago after being closed for 2 days. Flood warnings are in effect for more than a dozen rivers. 44 shelters across the state have been opened, and more than 1,200 workers from the DOT, National Guard, and State Patrol are trying to open roads just as quickly as possible. We have a soaking wet army of reporters all across the Sound working for you. Some went to places that only a handful of people could even get to. We have Team 4 coverage tonight. We have sent a small army of reporters and photographers out.
Candidates are anxiously awaiting results. We have a network of reporters with Dow Constantine and Susan Hutchison in the King County Executives race, and with Joe Malahan and Mike McGinn in the race for mayor of Seattle.
May God bless the people of the state of Washington. Thank you.
Governor Chris Gregoire paying her final tribute to the 4 fallen officers. And we are nearing the end of the ceremony, where the chaplain, Al Robbins, will come and give a benediction, and then there will be a 21-bell salute, and then the final radio call for the fallen officers, which will go unanswered, and then the removal of the 4 officers, and the families will leave. But all of this happening starting over 6 hours ago.
For 27 days, it's been a deluge of rain and mudslides.
I mean, it's stuck there, you know? We don't know what to do.
People are still digging out. Then today, what would be day 28? What's this? Could it be the sun? But hold on, we're not in the clear yet. The driver confusion that triggered this scare while people were eating at a local restaurant. Plus, behind the scenes of the Port Orchard Extreme Home Makeover.
Dan, the author chose Forks because Google calls it the rainiest place in the country. perfect for vampires. Now the craze has turned the tiny town upside down.
Welcome to Forks.
I think we've established something pretty good in Seattle, and we can build on it.
And the next thing you know, they are right back in the game.
I give those Seahawks fans a lot of credit. They did a great job. We just didn't execute to the best of our abilities today, and therefore they're the Super Bowl champs, and we're not.
Next day we're going to Miami, though. It's going to be a little warmer. That's right. Miami.
We're live inside Ford Field in Detroit with the sad news on Super Bowl 40.
One of the 10 greatest video games of all time. As you know, the video gaming world keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And with that in mind, here is that list from Game Informer magazine.
What a frightening roller coaster of a week on Wall Street. Monday, a bankruptcy, a buyout for two major banks, and the Dow tanks.
Tuesday, the feds bail out the country's biggest insurance company. The Dow creeps up. But on Wednesday, a nightmare and the Dow crashes.
Thursday brings hope. The market doesn't about face as the feds rush again to the rescue. And today, financial markets are almost back to where they started the week. Or are they? Destruction from this December storm is far from over. Dozens of families forced to evacuate in the middle of the night.
We're just gonna hope and pray that things work out.
The Coast Guard has seen the most air rescues since Hurricane Katrina. And just an hour ago, a frightening situation unfolds at a grocery store. 17 people had to be rushed to the hospital, but there is some relief. An amazing outpouring of donations and charity.
Hello, everybody. It has now been 3 days since the Northwest was pounded mercilessly by a record-breaking storm. The wind and rain on Monday, we're told, was as powerful as a Category 3 hurricane. And one of our producers here at KOMO 4 News got so fed up that she launched a gas price challenge, a sort of one-woman war against the price of fuel. KOMO 4's Laura Evans filled her tank on June 1st, and that tankful has to last for the entire month. It's been over a week now. It's rained almost every day. She lives 8 miles from work. So has she given up? Has she quit? Let's check in.
This isn't funny. I am soaking wet right now. It is pouring down rain.
More steady rain begins to roll on in here, but later in the day, more steady rain will begin to roll back in here. And we still have some showers in the area, some of which are a little bit on the heavy side.
I'm soaking wet again.
One of our producers here at KOMO 4 News got so fed up that she launched her own gas price challenge. KOMO 4's Laura Evans filled her tank on June 1st, and that tankful has to last for the whole month. Well, it's been 2 weeks now, and this week, a near catastrophe biking the 8 miles home from work. What went wrong, and did it bring her spirits down? Let's check in.
It's day 10 of the challenge. After work, I went out with some girlfriends just for a little get-together. It's about 9:30 now. Definitely a long day. I'm pretty tired, and I have one more hill to do, and I might actually walk it.
That's not good. That's really not good.
I just hit my first snag of the gas price challenge. A twig got caught between my gears and my back derailleur. This is not supposed to be up here. It's completely broke. My bike is unrideable. My chain's way down here. This needs to be fixed and replaced.
One of our producers here at KOMO 4 News got so fed up that she has launched a gas price challenge, a one-woman revolt, if you will, against gas prices. KOMO 4's Laura Evans filled her tank on June 1st, and that tank has to last for the whole month or else. Or else what, we're not quite sure. But in any case, it's been 3 weeks, and even though it's getting easier to pedal the 8 miles to work every day, Laura quickly realized she can't bike everywhere, so she broke out of her comfort zone and tried some alternatives for the first time.
It's 2:47 in the morning. That's a.m. I'm on a different shift today because there's a producer on vacation, so I'm actually on my way to work.
One of our news producers here at KOMO 4 News got so fed up with gas prices, she launched a self-imposed gas price challenge. That was back on June 1st. Today was her last day.
Laura's had a lot of bumps in the ride this month. She also had a lot of victories. So how did she do? Did she really go a whole month on just one tank of gas? Let's check in.
I'll definitely make it home. It's just gonna be close. I'm almost out of gas. But I don't know, that's pretty low. Any moment, I'm gonna make it! Woo! It's June 30th, the last day of the challenge, and since I started this challenge 30 days ago, gas prices have gone up 26 cents. I used an entire tank of gas, but I didn't run out. I biked an amazing 396 miles. I carpooled, I used a water taxi, I went on the bus. I also tested my own abilities, much to my own shock. I weighed myself before this whole challenge started, and yes, I did lose weight, a whole whopping 5 pounds. And I also proved that you can go a month on just one tank of gas and not give up everything that you love.
You can tell she's proud of herself.
Oh,
and she should be.
Did
She
a great job.
Absolutely. But there is one big unanswered question. How much money did Laura save?
Well, here's the final official tally.
Laura did some calculations, and had she driven everywhere this month, she would have used about 3 tanks of gas. She used 1 tank this month, so she saved $140. She would have also had to pay for parking at work and other places. That's another $100 in savings. She did take the bus, the water taxi, a regular taxi as well, so she spent about $30 on them. Her bike also broke, costing her $40. Even with that, the gas challenge saved her $170 in just this past month.
So was it all worth it? Laura is producing the show right now from the producing booth. Let's go get a live picture in there. Laura, would you do it again? How do you feel about this thing?
I feel good. I definitely would do it again. I'm actually going to do it for a couple more months, I think. It's gorgeous out. Why not?
Not only would you do it again, I kind of get the feeling from talking to you about this and watching you that this kind of changed your life a little bit.
It did. It did. A lot of people have come up to me and said that I even inspired them. I feel great. Again, I lost some weight. Who doesn't love that? And it actually made me really think and plan about what I was doing, and it turned out to be a little easier than I expected it to be.
Here's how brave you are, Laura. You actually showed the scale when you were weighing yourself. Not many people would do that. Hey,
No.
you're producing the show right now. How are we doing on time in this segment?
Yeah, I think we better wrap it up. I think it's time to get to weather now.
All right, Laura. Great job. Thank you very much.
It was a great idea, very well
Yeah.
thought out,
Yeah.
planned out, and
fun to watch, just to follow the story.